I know what you're thinking, like, Jesus, God, I wish you would just do these things at a certain time of the day, you know? I know. I wish I would too. I wish I would too. I wish I would too. But I don't. I really don't. I don't know why I don't, but I don't. I do it like maybe like 3 or sometimes I do like 3 o'clock. Sometimes I do like 5 o'clock. Sometimes I do like. I know it's late right now because I was playing Call of Duty. I ain't gonna lie, but I was letting the pad charge too because I didn't charge. It was like on 60 something percent, and I know I could have used that 60 something percent, but I was just like, why not? Let it charge. Play some Call of Duty. Um, It's October, man. October. Yeah, we're almost to the holidays, which no one cares about. I don't know. Holiday. I don't know. This year, I think I'm gonna do different because it's 2020, and everybody's like, "This is the worst year ever." No, it wasn't. It wasn't the first year. It wasn't. It was not the worst year ever for me. For some, I'm sorry if it was. It was not. Look, stimulus checks coming. Like I ain't never had free money. Remind me of when we got the what's good, Jay? What's up? Reminds me when we got those checks from who was in office? I can't remember. I think Bush was in office. Bush was in office. And we got those checks, and we blew it all on stupid stuff. If you old enough to remember that, I blew it on like shoes, like Burlington Coat Factory was hot, so I just went to like Burlington Coat Factory and bought like 6 coats because they were like only $29 a piece because it was in Arizona. Uh, I forgot people like waste their stimulus check on stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I did with the last one, but this one I'm investing into something. I don't know. It'll be something. Man, it is October and it's horror movie time. So what's up with the suggestions on the horror movies? I want to start with some of my cult classics, which is Sleepaway Camp. If you've never seen Sleepaway Camp, it is the first movie where where a transsexual child was killing people. It was like the greatest. I think I just gave away the plot and the ending at the same time. If you've never seen it, watch Sleepaway Camp. Of course, it is from the '80s. So if you're allergic to like guys liking young girls and fat people being called fat, don't watch it. It's a great movie. People get stabbed, people get burned in acid. It's really a great movie, but it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. The dialogue is all over the place. If you like random cursing from kids, it's a great movie. So you're watching Sleepaway Camp, of course Nightmare on Elm Street. It's funny like how all those movies, if you made any right decision, you would never be in a horror movie. That's why I kind of like horror movies because you literally have to make the wrong decisions to get killed. There's like no killer that's like, oh man, they gonna stick together and beat the brakes off me. And everybody's like, split up, like, dude, just split up, man, and find weapons. Like the killer's not super strong. Um, it's horror movie month, man. There's a lot of horror. I watched the horror movie last night. It was called Jesus Christ. What was it called? I can't think of it now. I just watched it and I can't think of it. But basically, let me see. What's my phone? I'll tell you. Hold on. Nobody watching everything on the free apps, son. On the free app phone. You know what I'm saying? Get free apps. Do not pay for movies. That's stupid. I think that's called pirating that I just said, but it's free. It's an app for everything. But yeah, it was goofy. It's like every new movie that comes out in 2019 was like, let me see, what was it called? Countdown. It was called Countdown, and I feel like every new movie that comes out now is like they'll take a killer, and now the killer have to be like an app. So it's basically about an app that you download, and it tells you when you're gonna die, right? All the way down to the perfect second. and you gotta agree to the contract and the terms. First of all, what happened if you don't die? Like, does the demon call tech support? Like, hey, look, I'm the demon in this app that I made, and these people ain't dying on time. I'm tech support. I mean, who do you call? Why are demons making apps? That's the first thing. Like, why would demons need an app? You know how much money demons are making off of apps? But anyway, this demon basically made an app, and that once the time go down, you die. If you get out of the situation, he comes and kills you instead of the situation killing you. So like the girl boyfriend got drunk, right? And she got out the car. She was smart. She was like, "Ooh, I see my timer. I'm about to die in 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 18 seconds." And then she got out the car, and then the car went down and crashed, and boom, and her boyfriend died, but she didn't. So the demon had to come kill her. But then they showed the car, and they showed a piece of wood that would have went through and killed her. I don't know. It was a stupid movie. The kills are okay. It was really dumb movie. I don't like when they do that. Like when they take old movies or like they have a movie about since it's 2019, 2020, you just can't have like a regular movie about a slasher. The slasher got to be like an app, and it's a dude that made the app, and then he tracks you from the app to your house, and then he cuts you, and he like I don't know leaves a note, $5.99 subscription, and then you can upgrade to the Super Death app where he uses a machine gun instead of a knife. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't like the new movies too much. I know that new Craft is coming out, so I can't wait to see that. What else? They did that with Chucky. They turned Chucky into like Skynet. They mixed Skynet and Chucky together. Like Terma Chuckinator. Like he's just running around controlling the heat in the house and stuff. Like who would give a doll that much control over their house? Like, grab Chucky to turn on the lights. Grab Chucky to turn on the heat. Grab Chucky to run the water. Grab Chucky to... Like, who else? Why would you give people... Why would you really give... Would you really give an app that much control over your house? Like, Chucky was turning on cars. He was turning on cell phones. He was turning up the heat in the house. If Chucky was cold, he'd make it hot. Like, Chucky was doing everything to the house. Like, why would you give him that much control? Then he turned... How come, like, when the things go evil, the eyes always turn red? Like, leave him blue. Because, obviously, he's evil if his eyes are red. I don't know. So they made, like, a Chucky hybrid Terminator movie. And the little dude was John Connor. I don't know. That's stupid. I just want an old horror movie like... I like Sinister. I like The Terrifier. You've never seen The Terrifier. Look at that. That's a great horror movie. It's about like a killer clown. I know it sounds stupid, but it's a great movie. It's about a killer clown named Art. And then he has another movie out too. Look at Sinister. If you want to look at great horror movies, The Look-See. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Look-See. What else is a good horror movie? I don't know. I ain't trying to look at no more possession movies. I feel like they oversaturated possession movies. I feel like possession movies are just oversaturated right now. It's way too many of them. I know I tell this in one of my jokes, but seriously, it's always a white girl. Like, I want to see an Indian person get possessed. Like, I want to see a Chinese person get possessed. But then you gotta look at, like, the Asian Japanese horror movies. Man, them things are terrifying. Like, Japanese horror is way different from American horror. Like, remember Julon? That's from Japanese horror. What do we call it here? The Grudge. The Grudge is in America, but in Japan it's Julon. Oh my God, it's terrifying. It is terrifying. Then they got when the girl come out at a well when you answer the phone call. I forgot what it's called in Japan, but that's originally from Japan too. I know here we call it the Ring. I think in Japan it's like Ringu or something. That's a great horror movie to watch. Not the American versions are okay. I just like the Japanese version. I don't know, when Japanese people talk, it just sounds terrifying. Like when Americans talk, it really don't sound. It's like, oh, she's coming to kill us. The Japanese people talk. I'm not making a stereotypical Japanese thing, so that's how I'm gonna do it anyway. It's like, oh, like oh, I don't know, whatever Japanese people say. That was extraordinarily racist, I guess. I'm just saying, like those movies are way better in the Japanese format. I forgot what the movie was where the girl kills you and puts candy in your mouth. They got like 9 of those. I think it's like Miss Call or something. It has some evil ringtone. That's a pretty good movie. I know they made like a versus movie in Japan where Julon versus Julon versus it's like Sako versus Hasako, whatever their names is, and the girl came crawling out the well, and then they got into a fight. I don't know. It was like doing karate. I don't know how ghosts can do karate, but the girl came out the well, and the grudge girl came crawling down the steps, and then they got into a fight to who's gonna kill the people. It was like Freddy versus Jason, but Japanese ghosts, and they were like doing karate and stuff. I couldn't watch it. Couldn't get past the fact that they started doing like karate and stuff, and they supposed to be ghosts. Like they got like senseis down there. It's like Cobra Kai ghost school down there. I don't know. What are y'all teaching? How do you get a black belt as a ghost? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I don't even know how long they've been dead for. So you had to be dead for a long time. So you should be on at least your 7 to 8 degree black belt or something like that. Because it takes like 17 years to get your 3rd extended electrical tape on your black belt. Because that's all it is. I don't want to get into karate, but yeah, it was a weird movie. I think every Nightmare on Elm Street is good until you get to 3. I think Jason is the Friday the 13th series. Number 2 is different from all of them. Number 2 has on 2 they got confused. So it's supposed to be like Nightmare on Elm Street was the one was about the mama, right? No, yeah, and then 2 was about Jason himself because the mama was doing all the killing in 1. If you didn't know that, spoiler alert. And then 2 was about 2 was about Jason himself killing people, and then 3 was about something else. I think it was like aliens or something. The dude was in a town. But that's the one that was so different because at that time they was gonna make it into like a Are You Afraid of the Dark for grown-ups or like Tale from the Hood type thing where every Friday the 13th was different. And I think that one bombed, so they went back to Jason. So that's how you got like more of the Jason Voorhees part. So if you ever want to watch 3, and I know 2 of the Nightmare on Elm Street, that's supposed to be like the gay one, the LGBT one or something. I don't know, but that's the one that like just killed all the rules on Freddy. It was following some dude that was screaming a lot. He was getting whipped in the shower and stuff. Like he's going to these weird bars. He's going to the Blue Oyster from Police Academy, and he just go to all these weird spots. That movie was so weird. The actors in that movie were so strange. I think that was the weirdest one because it didn't follow none of the rules of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. It was just like Freddy was just coming out in the daytime, walking in the sun, just chilling, like filling out job applications and shit. Like, I'm from Freddy Krueger, bitch. I need a job, man. I'm killing kids, but shit ain't paying no money. Like he's just trying to get a job. It was weird, man. And he was at a party. Like while he was at a party, started killing kids. Get me a drink. I gotta slash you, bitch. Like it was just weird, man. Part 2 was the craziest one out of all of them. Cause he like tore off the dude's skin and then he became Freddy. Oh my god. Then number 3 was the best. 1 and 3 was the best. Cause y'all know that's if you don't know, like I love horror movies and Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite of all time for horror movies. I really like like I used to like the Hellraiser franchise, but like I don't know when they switched to dude that played the original one, I forgot his name, but like when the dude switched, it just felt funny. Cause I know Clive Barker made hella movies, man. He made some great movies, wrote some great stories, man. That Hellraiser series is incredible. The Cenobites, that sound good, man. Cenobites, that sound like sound like some good food, man. You ever had some Cenobites, son? Yeah, the Cenobites. It was like all into this god stuff, and the dude was like from hell. You open up this box, and then you release Pinhead, who's like a demon that gets off on pain. He's like, oh yeah, your pain's going to be exquisite. He had that voice. And then he would like I think by like part 2 or part 3, he was turning people into Cenobites. I remember that dude that like was addicted to sex. So he put a thing in his head that kept pounding him in the head like this. Like that was one of the Cenobites, I think. One throw CDs at you. It was weird. But I think once it got to about like part 25, I don't even know how many they made. It was terrible. It was awful. I haven't watched Hellraiser after I think 3. I ain't gonna lie, that new one did have a fresh take on it. There's a Hellraiser that came out in like 19 or 18, and it had a fresh take on it because they had he had a contract with God, and he violated the contract, and now they was like, oh, you messed up, son. Jesus coming after you, or something like that. So I want to see the next one after that. And they had a new dude that played Pinhead that kind of looked like the old guy. So, what else? Because it is Halloween time. I want to recommend some movies. Sleepaway Camp 2 was incredible too. If you've never seen Sleepaway Camp 2. What else? Any Gremlin movie. I love the Gremlins, man. That was back when you could just make anything out of a horror movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacres. The first ones, man. Those were hard to get through. I remember watching, trying to watch that. And even as an adult, it's kind of hard to get through. Those were back in the 80s where the practicals effects was so good. It looked like they were slicing somebody's head off, taking shotgun blasts to the chest. Check out the 80s Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Cannibal Holocaust is another good one. But I think it's you can't watch it in 75 countries and 85 states or something. It's super banned. So if you can get your hands on Cannibal Holocaust. What else is out in the future? What good horror movies have they had? All the Insidious stuff, I think, is pretty good. Insidious, and there's another one. I can't think of the name of it, but all those horror movies are good. The Insidious and the Annabelles and all that stuff. I think that's it. That's it for this one. I just want to talk about some horror movie stuff. That's it. Y'all be cool. More shows this weekend, jokes. Stay tuned. Like, share, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Of course. I hope y'all have a great day. Remember, my brain is awesome, so is yours for watching. Peace.